guys, Kings Island fanboy here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over everything that Kings Island has done to the park so far. This is everything they've posted and everything I can see from the live cams. Starting off in the south side of the park with Planet Snoopy in Rivertown, we have a lot going on. In Planet Snoopy, a lot of the rides are getting put back together and are getting ready for the season. We can see Woodstock Whirlybirds has all of the helicopters on the track. Linus Launcher is put back together. I don't doubt that a lot of the bumper cars on Joe Cool's Dodgem School are currently in the building. We can see some parked outside there. Over at Mystic Timbers, they have put the trains back on the track and they have been testing it. I've only seen one train sent, but they have tested the ride at least once this season. Over at Diamondback, we can see a lot going on with the repaint, and I wouldn't doubt that there are trains either on the track right now, either in the transfer track, or being ready to be put back on the track. Continuing with the Diamondback repaint, we got a lot more news coming from that. We found out that the track is being painted a crimson red, and the supports will be a mushroom round. So they're not going to be the bright red and yellow that they originally were, which I am very grateful for. I think it would have looked awful if it was the bright red and yellow. Again, it would look like Mick Diamondback. But I was wrong about the color. It is being painted mushroom brown and not yellow, which I am happy about. I am happy that they're doing that instead of the bright yellow. Looking at the progress they've done and what Kings Island has posted in this drone footage here, you can see not a lot is done. It's really just the Splashdown, Break Run, and Lift Hill. So I wouldn't be surprised if this project isn't done by opening day. We've really seen with the repaint Kings Island have been doing, they're not going to really be done by opening day. Last year they did do a lot more, and they did start earlier in the season with Backlot and the Eiffel Tower. But the racer was not finished by opening day, and they had to do that over the course of the week when they were closed to finish it, and I wouldn't be surprised if this happens with Diamondback. Again, continuing with the paint theme here, we got a lot of things being repainted this season, a lot of ride vehicles. From what Kings Island has posted, they are repainting Diamondback's chassis to the bright orange, and I'm sure it'll be different for the other colored trains. They are repainting the Beast trains, and they are repainting all of the logs on Race for Your Life Charlie Brown. Now, I really like what they're doing here with Race for Your Life Charlie Brown. The logs look much more realistic. They've added some wear to them. They look a lot better than they were before. They have more texture to them, more color to them. It looks absolutely amazing. And what I'm hoping they're doing with this is hinting to maybe next season or in the future they will transfer the theme from the Peanuts characters off of Race for Your Life Charlie Brown and bring it back to Kings Mill Log Flume and reabsorb it back into Rivertown. Continuing through the park at Backlot Stunt Coaster, we can see that all of the trains have been put on the track. The white and the blue trains are sitting on the transfer track, while the red train is on the main track and is filled with water dummies. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have already been testing Backlot Stunt Coaster with these water dummies, and I haven't seen it personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have already started testing with that ride. Continuing through Coney Mall at Shaker Roll and Roll, Antique Autos, and Windseeker, we can actually see a lot going on. They have put Shaker Roll and Roll back together and have been testing the lights. And at the recording of this video, they are testing Windseeker. As you can see, it is parked at the top of the tower. And they are testing the antique cars. As you can see, they are going around the track there. The screenshot that there are antique cars riding on the track. Now, the antique cars have been on the tracks for a while, but I have not seen them moving. So this is the first time that I've actually seen them moving around on the track. Continuing up Coney Mall to Scrambler and Monster, you can see Monster is starting to be put back together with all of the arms actually on the ride now. And you can see in some of these screenshots there are Monster cars sitting out in the midway. So they are waiting to put the cars for Monster, or the pods for Monster, onto the arms themselves, and then they can begin testing from there. With Scrambler, they have taken all the cars off. They did this a while ago, but they have not put them back on yet. So Scrambler is still waiting to get the cars put back on. At the Racer, my theory with the Gravity Group prefab track retrack was correct. It is confirmed that the Gravity Group prefab track is on the Red Racer and only the Red Racer. Now this brings the question, will they retrack the Blue Racer, the same section of track with the Blue Racer, next off season? I'm really hoping they do, because they're going to ride very, very, very differently with that last half being pretty rough on the blue side and then being glossy smooth on the red side. So it will be a drastic difference between ride experiences. So I'm really hoping they do retrack the blue side so they can make it the same. I'm also hoping they go and repaint it too, since the racer got a completely new repaint last year with the red, white, and blue track returning. I'm really hoping that they repaint this retracked section of track to the red, white, and blue color scheme, just to make it all look consistent, because if it's not all the same color, it will look very strange. Plus, the red, white, and blue color scheme looks absolutely phenomenal on Racer. I absolutely love it. And over on near the transfer track and the station, we can see that there is a red train parked in the transfer track for red. I don't know if there's one in the station. I cannot see it. I wouldn't be surprised if there is one parked in the station, but there is a red train parked in the transfer track, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's also a blue one parked on the other side. And here's the part you've all been waiting for. It's Adventure Port. Now, Adventure Port is not going to open on time. I'm going to be very truthful with that. It will not open on time. They still have a lot to do, and we're going to look at that here shortly, but it is not going to open on time. They are very far behind on construction, and I really do not think we will get to experience Adventure Port on opening day. Looking at the live cams and some of the pictures Kings Island has posted, we can say they still have a lot to do. The Hank's Mexican Grill and the Coke Refresh stand have been repainted to the bright blue, red, and yellows that they have painted them to match the theme of the area. And I will admit, it does look pretty nice. It does go with the theme pretty well. But they have a lot of concrete to pour. They pretty much tore up all of the pathway in this area. They have completely ripped all of that out, and they have to re-pour all of that concrete. The rides also are not in place. We can see with Cargo Loco, there is a giant pit there right now, which I'm sure is for the ride, but the ride itself is not in yet. And the area for Soul Spin is really just a giant flat pad right now. We can also see behind the Coke Refresh stand, they cleared out a lot of the area back there. I assume that's where they're going to put Adventure Express's new queue line. They're just going to squeeze it in back there, which I think will be pretty nice. They have repainted that little building back there that is used for game storage, where they keep game prizes in there. They've repainted that to brown, so I expect some theming in area and stuff back there. But overall, they are very behind on construction, and it will not open on opening day. With Adventure Express, we have seen a little bit of stuff coming out of there. They have been working on Adventure Express. They've been a lot of people coming in and out of the final tunnel. And Kings Island has posted a picture of these new repainted masks. These are the masks that hang above the first lift hill on those little support beams. So they are being painted this new bright color opposed to the original copper color they were before. So that's pretty much everything that's been happening at Kings Island over the past 2 months. Opening day is just about a month away, so it is a very busy time for them. They got to get everything put back together, everything back in shape, and then they have to get them all state inspected and certified before they're able to open and run any of their rides. But they are on track to do that, and I do think opening day will be amazing. Well, that's all for this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that Adventure Port will open on time? What do you think about some of the stuff that's going on at Kings Island right now? Well, again, that's all for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!